It's what happens when you don't buy the full version. You got to deal with having like some ads and some ad one of two that is taking forever. So my timer's going to be off by about a minute or so for the show. Good thing Ricky's got us on an actual clock. Yes. My clock will be a little bit off. But if you can't figure out what I'm doing, I'm trying to use a free version of an app. Oh, reward granted. There we go, Nate. We're good. We're good. We are timing. So I'm at 1 second now. I don't know what we're actually at the show, Ricky.
45.
All right, so I'm off by 45 seconds. That's not bad. That's easy to figure out.
Yeah, we could track that.
You're a junior. You can do math, right? Have you had to take math?
Yeah, I've taken 2 math classes.
You've taken 2 math classes? Or just I'm guessing those were necessary, right? Those weren't electives?
No, those were requisites by the university.
Ricky, did you have to take math classes?
I didn't have to.
You just did?
Yes, I'm one of the few people I think because usually you take journalism to get away from math.
Yeah, I mean, in fact, actually, I went to college twice, and both times I took things to get away from math. And you know what's funny? In the midst of those times, I was a financial advisor. We use calculators. You double check everything. You don't need to be good at math. You just plug stuff into a program. I almost said it. We just plug stuff into a program, and it gives you the answer. You need to be good at identifying trends. Being a financial advisor is no different than being a gambler. You just got to be a good one.
Yeah.
That's one way to look at it, yeah.
I've been red hot the last 2 years on college football. Just wait till our college football show. I'm telling you, I've been red hot. I still got him. I got him. And here's the thing. You can, sure you were. No, we had to put our picks on air and then also put them on web. So I have documentation that I have been red hot. I've been at 70% the last 2 football seasons.
That's a good hit rate.
Actually, I think it was like 67% and 66%, but like it can round up.
Still a pretty good average.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait for the college football show.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm sorry, Nate.
You'll be
back at college football games. We're gonna be talking about it in the studio. You'll be actually at the game.
Yes, this is true. I can't wait for that Penn State Temple game.
If you guys haven't figured out, that is Nate John sitting to the right of me. Ricky Turner, of course, in the executive producer chair. I'm Zach Grady. This is 2822 BRE. WYOU SportsNight here on the CTV app, exclusively on Amazon, Apple, and Roku. But yeah, no, we gotta get some action here on this show. Let's come up with a segment. We gotta get a segment for college football and for pro football. Obviously, probably on Fridays. And it's not like this is an original idea. It's not like I'm inventing the wheel here. On Fridays, we're gonna pick games. Oh my God. It's going to be – it's breaking news that a sports talk show is going to pick games on Fridays during the NFL season and the NCAA season.
Hey, most of them do it on Wednesday or Thursday.
You want to do it? Okay, when can we do it then? When you guys
No,
want
I'm
to do
saying you could do it Friday. Then it is
fine.
breaking news because most shows already have the Wednesday to Thursday time slot with games kicking off.
Well, Friday might be tough, actually. Friday might be tough because we're probably going to be on the road Fridays for high school football.
Thursdays.
Yeah, it'll have to be Thursdays. Yeah, before the Maction kicks off.
Yep.
I love me some Maction.
A lot of people love some action.
Yeah, because you can get some action on the Maction.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, now it's so great that another conference is trying to take it over in CUSA.
CUSA?
Conference USA.
CUSA?
Yes, that's an abbreviated way.
Who
of saying
calls it CUSA?
I've heard people call it CUSA.
That's the first time.
That's a first for me.
Is that a millennial thing? Oh, I guess, wait, I'm a millennial. Is that a Gen A thing? CUSA?
It's definitely.
Is that just a you thing?
No. I have heard it somewhere. I have heard it on a college football podcast that I listen to.
All right. CUSA.
That's a
some
first for me,
CUSA
too.
action. I'll be playing some CUSA action next Thursday, I think, is when college football comes out. And it's like on the 9th or whatever.
I believe it's got to be farther than that because
slide over. I saw you looking at the thing. There you go.
If it's the 9th,
it's the 9th. I think it is.
It's got to be like next
because the pre-order comes out like the 7th.
I pre-ordered mine. I put $5 down.
Okay, then it may be the 7th.
I don't know. I mean, I told you. I mean, I went and I bought the. I bought GTA.
I was gonna GTA.
I bought GTA. I paid for it in full. Oh, absolutely. See, the only thing they only allowed me to put the money down on the regular edition, but I need the special edition, so I don't know what I'm gonna do, but we'll see. And then I put $5 down on that, $5 on Madden. I broke down. FC 26 was only $30, so I bought that.
Oh yeah, you did say
Nice.
Yeah.
caved.
I caved. I bought FC 26, and then I spent my day off on Sunday. On one TV, I had Ted Lasso going, and on the other one, I created Ted Lasso and the FC, which is actually pretty easy to do. There's a lot of YouTube tutorials on how to do it, so clearly I'm not the only one who's done it so far.
Nice.
But I got AFC Richmond in there. My rivals are Wrexham, Ryan Reynolds' club.
Yep.
Yeah. Figured it. It made sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fair.
We should probably talk about some sports, huh?
Yeah, well, speaking of FC 26, the FIFA World Cup's on today.
What a transition.
beautiful.
That was
beautiful.
great.
That's some action.
Yo, there was some unbelievable. Okay, hey, FIFA 2 for 2 so far in the 2 games that I've got to check out, and I know there's more games going on literally as we speak.
Germany, Paraguay.
Well, no. I mean, 8 o'clock. I don't even know what games are going on right now. There's a bunch.
That would be Netherlands, Morocco.
Okay, yeah. So there's
9.
there's a bunch going on throughout the day, but the 2 that I know for sure that were absolute classics. Last night, Canada with a classic against South Africa, and earlier today as well, Brazil just squeaking by. And I'll tell you what, that Brazil Japan game, wow, what a game. And the fact that one of those 2 teams doesn't even make it to the round of 16 is just kind of. In fact, actually, Ricky, can you, instead of having this up, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
We can get a website up, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I would have to move the screens around.
All right. Well, if there's a way, and maybe we can do it for next break, to get the brackets up, the round of 32. Let's get the brackets up instead. Sorry, I don't mean to be producing on the fly here.
You're good.
But yeah, I mean, for the 2 of those teams for Japan to not make the round of 32, that's insane. Because that team was playing so well, and that's such a tough draw that they got, having to play Brazil here in the knockout round, and then to the same extent, we talked about it. We look in just next round probably Germany versus France. I mean, that is just. What else we got on there? Belgium, Senegal. That's going to be a great matchup, and that's going to be a tough matchup for the U.S. in the next round. I told you, you've been talking about Senegal.
Yeah. I mean, they survived the group of death mostly on the goal differential after struggling through. It was France, and who am I forgetting? Norway. So you struggled through that, but they turned things around for their 3rd game, punched their ticket through the 3rd place. That's going to be a fun matchup, especially because of Belgium's struggles that we've seen. But looked like they finally found their footing against New Zealand. So 2 teams that can absolutely take somebody out. Senegal's no stranger to knocking out European powers in the first knockout stage of the World Cup. France, do you remember?
This works, man. You're doing your job. Don't worry about it.
I
mean, hey, we'll figure out the graphics department later. We still don't even have an open with me and you in it yet. So, okay?
We'll get
At
that
this
figured
point,
out.
Google is fine. We don't have any contractual obligations to Google or to, any of the other sponsors. So Google, hey, let us know. We could do it for you. But yeah, Netherlands, Morocco, that's a great matchup. Germany and France possibly in the next round. Canada is going to be awaiting, like I said, the winner of Netherlands, Morocco. Belgium, Senegal. I would put some money on Senegal, actually. I would love to see what those odds are. Nate, if you get a chance, look up what those odds are. Go on either DK or FanDuel or CBS or NBC or anyone who wants to sponsor us as well.
For legal purposes, I'll go to CBS.
Okay, yeah. And this is for entertainment purposes only. I told you the U.S. is going to have a tough matchup. Bosnia-Herzegovina is going to give the U.S. more of a headache than we think there's going to be. Although Christian Pulisic, as I watched that game a second time, and I did watch it a second time in full because when I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, it was replaying, and I couldn't fall back to sleep, so I did watch like the second half. He did look pretty good, actually.
I was gonna say
he other than the nutmegging hurt. That's what's the lasting image is. But other than that, he looked pretty good, and I don't need Pulisic to look great on his defense. So, what else we got? We got Spain, Austria. If we scroll down here, So again, a second round matchup possibly, or sorry, not second round, a round of 16 matchup, Spain versus Portugal. How big is that matchup going to be?
Yeah, two teams that are going to be hosting the World Cup next time around in 2030.
Brazil possibly going against the Viking Row versus, I mean, that's a great matchup too. Norway versus Costa d'Ivoire. Mexico versus England in the next round.
Don't sleep on Ecuador. They can play above sea level. 'Cause their elevation's higher than what they would play in Mexico.
See, and then look, this is a group here that I wouldn't mind being in. Colombia, Ghana, Algeria, Switzerland. If I'm James, I'm thinking I got a good chance to make it to the Final Four. If I'm Colombia and James, I think I'm the clear favorite against Ghana, and I should be the clear favorite against either Switzerland or Algeria.
Yeah, and you just need a good 90 minutes against Argentina.
Australia, Egypt. Again, Mo Salah should shine. And then what a matchup that would be. Mo Salah versus Messi. I love that people. All right, let's get our faces back up. I'm sure people are tired of looking at Google on television. I'm sure that we may have gotten in trouble for giving them free advertisement on television. I'm sure that people love schedule talk as well.
Yep. It's riveting.
Yes.
Schedule talk is very riveting.
Oh, are you making fun of me here, Ricky?
No, I'm just being sarcastic. Yeah,
So the answer is yes. All right, when we get back, we'll get into a little bit something different here. We'll bring it back local. Last week was an incredible week for the All-Stars throughout District 2, District 4, District 11, and all of the NEPA. So when we return, we're going to recap some of last week's All-Star festivities on the baseball diamond, on the lacrosse field, and even on the gridiron. So don't go anywhere. This is WBRE, WYOU 2822 Sports Night. What do you think? Get a nice long intro, so this way, like, no, I'm just kidding. Just thinking, we gotta shoot some stuff, man. We gotta get some commercials made for football season.
So yeah, that'll be coming up. That will be coming up before.
It's like less than 40 days away, man.
Media Day is like a month away, almost.
August 3rd is the first day of football, so we are 5 weeks from football, 6 weeks from football.
It's crazy. It comes up faster than you think.
Faster than a speeding bullet. Jump higher than a, what is it? I can't remember. I was never a Superman guy.
I wasn't either.
Ricky, you were a superstar guy all last week. All right, hold on. I was going to try to transition, but you weren't a Superman guy?
No.
DC or Marvel?
Marvel.
How old are you?
25.
So how old were you when the first Iron Man came out? Like, that's a staple of your childhood, huh? 2008?
Yeah, it was. I think it was around there. So yeah, it probably would have been 7.
So wow, yeah. So all right. So Marvel's a staple of your childhood, where for me it was like my college and my young adulthood.
Yeah.
You weren't even alive, were you?
I was alive in 2008.
How old were you?
I was 2 years old.
Ah, jeez. You've probably seen all the Marvel movies, though, right?
I've seen some of them. Superhero. Never been a big superhero guy.
All right.
But I've seen a couple.
I checked out after Endgame.
Oh, you did? Well, it'll be starting back up soon.
Yeah, but it's like, all right, for it to be starting back up soon and for me to be all into it, I need to like watch all the TV shows. See, you're supposed to look this way now, though. That's why he did the 2-box. So this way we're looking at each other and having a conversation.
Yes. Now they're learning.
Breaking down the fourth wall.
Oh, no.
Ricky's over there doing good producing. He's setting up the next segment. He needed to take himself off of television so this way he could do some work on the keyboard. It allows us to have a conversation.
Right.
What would you like to talk about?
What can we talk about? There's some NBA news that's been going around.
Okay. All right. He's taking us Ricky, I'm sorry if that throws you a curveball. He's taking
Probably
us to
does.
the NBA.
Sorry, Ricky.
No,
You're
that's
good.
fine. I mean, what free agency starts in just a couple of hours here. No, it doesn't start at midnight anymore, right?
Starts tomorrow at like 6 p.m. I think.
6 p.m. on Tuesday the 30th. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, which means deals are likely getting done as we speak.
Yeah, more likely than not. A lot of guys are re-signing. A lot of guys are picking up or declining player options right now. So it's a busy time, especially out in California.
Okay, you want to go to Cali? Let's go to Cali. What do you want to talk about in Cali?
Isn't it obvious?
No, it's not. I want to know what you want to talk about. Are you talking about Kawhi or are you talking about LeBron?
LeBron.
Okay. See,
LeBron
it's
and the
not
Warriors.
obvious. See, it's not obvious.
I
Are you
forgot
talking
about
about
the Kawhi
LeBron and AD to the Warriors? Okay.
Yes.
What about LeBron or LeBron or Kawhi to the Heat? Is that not an option?
Could be. It seems like Toronto's really in on Kawhi right now.
Go run it back with Toronto?
Potentially, Fred VanVleet picked up his option in Houston, speaking of former Raptors. But Kawhi definitely looking at getting moved. There are a lot of teams in it now, it
Well,
seems like.
I mean, don't you think the reason why Kawhi is looking to get moved is because Kawhi was looking to get his money and they gave it to Uncle?
Not to mention the fact that they're almost done with that investigation about circumventing the cap with the Clippers.
Pablo, don't look into Jalen Brunson, please. Okay, Pablo Torre, please do not look into Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, he just took a discount.
Yeah, he
And it
wanted to
paid
play
off.
for his dad.
Yeah.
Again, Pablo, do not find out about Jalen Brunson, please.
All it took was Bill Simmons making fun of Pablo Torre, and now the Clippers are going to be even worse off in the future.
No. It didn't take Bill Simmons making fun of him. It took Pablo Torre winning a Pulitzer Prize, okay? They won a Pulitzer for their investigative work, and at that point in time, the NBA was like, oh, I guess maybe this is real. Oh, maybe I need to pay attention to it.
Yeah, but the conclusion on that is supposedly coming down soon. Could be forfeiture of draft picks, cap restrictions.
Maybe this should have came down before the draft.
Potentially, but the Clippers also didn't have their first-round pick.
You slid out of the camera again. How do you keep doing that?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, they didn't have their first round pick, but they still got to make a pick at 5.
That's true, but that also probably wouldn't have been impacted if
Why?
the Pacers pick didn't convey over.
Okay, so that pick should have gone back to the Pacers if that was the case. And also, the Heat should have gotten their pick back for Terry Rozier.
I forgot about the Terry Rozier deal.
How about the fact that the NBA season this year started with Chauncey Billups and an FBI investigation featuring the head of the FBI, Kash Patel? That was opening night of this year's NBA.
Then he got fired.
You forgot about that, huh?
He had a short stint there. And
This year's NBA, which finished with the highest rated finals in years, which finished with a story that no one would have believed, which finished with a parade where more than half of New York City showed up to, started with an FBI investigation and Kash Patel in a makeshift FBI windbreaker talking about the mafiosa and La Cosa Nostra, which was, again, not La Cosa Nostra, which was actually what it's called.
just a wild season.
Yeah, it's been a
I
crazy.
forgot. And Tiago Splitter didn't even get re-signed.
No, now he's the head coach in Chicago
How did we go to Tiago Splitter?
because he
Chauncey
took over for Chauncey Billups.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
took
right.
him to the playoffs.
That's right. That's
They didn't even
right.
get re-signed.
This is going to be a
Right.
wild offseason.
It is. It's already shaping up to be that way.
Yeah, we've had blockbuster trades. There could be more on the way if LeBron and Curry join up.
What
in Golden
blockbuster
State.
trades have we had?
The Giannis trade.
Okay. We've had
Sorry.
blockbuster trade, not blockbuster trades. Blockbuster
Hey,
trade.
Miles Bridges, LaMelo Ball.
Again, blockbuster trade and then some other transactions.
I think this AD
I would call
one's gonna
LaMelo.
be.
I would call LaMelo Ball a blockbuster trade.
Yeah, nothing like, getting a play-in game. Let's get a guy who can get us to the play-in games.
Timberwolves have been a playoff team the last few years. They'll be okay.
And then they traded away Naz Reid and got rid of Julius Randle, and they'll have no front court other than Rudy Gobert,
Gobert.
who you get taken off the floor every time that you get to the playoffs. So, yeah, what were you saying
No, he
about
was
the
actually-
Timberwolves?
I thought he actually played well this postseason.
He plays well all the time in the postseason, unless he gets matched up with Nokic or Wemby, and then at
He
that
did
point,
well against Jokic.
he did actually
He
this year.
did.
He improved against Jokic.
They beat that. They beat that Nuggets team shorthanded.
All right. No one cares about Jokic. Talk about LeBron.
LeBron, the Warriors are trying to recruit him. Draymond declined his player option earlier today to give them some money. Anthony Davis is also reportedly on the way because they're going to try to reform the Olympic team, I guess.
So where does LeBron, Davis, and Draymond fit in?
Probably at the 4 and 5.
You think that all four of them you would have and then LeBron at the 3?
Yeah, LeBron at the 3, Curry at the 1.
The projected starting lineup would be Steph, LeBron, Yaxel Lendenborg, AD, or Draymond and AD.
You think okay, question. You think if in this situation, if LeBron and AD, if they figured out the cap, if they were able to do it, do you ask Clay if he wants to come back for the veterans minimum?
I mean, might as well, because I mean, you're basically blowing. This is self-sabotaging your future. But I mean, heck, I'd be interested in watching this team just for the heck of it.
If you had Steph, Clay, LeBron, Draymond, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, I don't know who you'd surround them with off the bench, but
does that even register as a threat in the West at all?
No.
I just think it would be fun to watch because health's a huge concern. Defense is a huge concern. Depth is a huge concern.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Listen, if you want to form like the Heatles out west, or if you want to form a big 3, so like again, one of the other things that you talked about is Kawhi possibly to the Heat, and you'd have a big 3 with Giannis, Kawhi, and Bam. But then pretty much you have to fill out your roster with, other than Bobby Portis, with players that are taking the veterans minimum. I understand why people would take the minimum to go play with Giannis, to go play with the big 3. That would be Giannis, Kawhi, and Bam. I don't see a lot of people taking a discount to go play with other than Clay, that aging group.
No, it'd be a challenge. And again, that's the thing. And
how do you build that roster out?
You also have to have quality depth because odds are Steph's injury history has been good. Bron's really getting up there with age. AD's injury history. I mean,
Russell Westbrook.
Oh,
just kidding.
No.
That'd be
honestly, they might.
I need someone's got to round out that roster.
You have Pajemski coming off the bench. You have Al Horford coming off the bench in that scenario.
Yeah, they did re-sign Al Horford. But here's the thing. All right, and you mentioned it, the reformation necessarily of the Olympic team, which does happen. Every 4 years this happens. Like, these guys they play together, they like each other, they learn how to play together. Ever since 2010 with the Heatles, this has more or less been the case. But you guys are missing, and I talked about this the other day, the reformation of the Olympic team. It's not going to be the golden Olympic, the all-stars out there out west. It's Anthony Edwards going to the Heat. That, him and Bam and Eric Spoelstra is the reformation of the Olympic team.
That'd be. I don't know. I don't think that happens. Right, that's not going to happen this offseason.
How quickly until Anthony Edwards is a disgruntled superstar in Minnesota? Come on now.
He'll be gone.
Next offseason?
Yeah, next summer feels like
there you go.
He's going to get traded.
And where do you think he's going?
I think the Heat are up there.
Yep.
I think Boston's in the conversation. especially if they can get what they want for Jaylen Brown.
Which they won't, because analytics say he's the 7th best player on a team.
What team is he? I would love to ask what team he's the 7th best.
This is why
on.
I don't believe in analytics. I do believe we need to take another break. And when we get back, we're actually going to talk about the local sports that we teased in the last segment. And we're going to relive last week's All-Star festivities across the 570. So don't go anywhere. This is WBRE, WYOU 2822 Sports Night. All-Stars. We got to talk about All-Stars, right? That's what I said we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about All-Stars.
Yes, All-Stars.
So.
All right, we got to talk about All-Stars, right?
Right, exactly what we got.
What about a face of the league type of All-Star? Someone who, like, an organization, a city could build themselves around and say that this is our future. Someone that another city for many, many years would be like, oh, I can't believe we didn't get him. And instead we got this other guy. And this other guy we had to trade. And because we traded this other guy, we got the second greatest, star in the history of the game, possibly for New York. Could talk about that guy?
Not quite.
No.
No, we don't want
No.
to talk about that guy.
No.
Which guy are you talking about, OG or Ja? Because I was talking about OG for a second. I kind of went down that route.
Got to talk about John Moran.
All right, Ja Morant. How about that draft? Okay, no, let's talk about that draft. All right, Zion Williamson, first overall pick. Bust, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's fair.
Thank you. You were thinking about disagreeing with me, and then you're like, damn, he's right.
No, I'm not going to argue that.
Okay. Bust, in my opinion. If you are compared to LeBron, and this is what you have done after, 7 seasons? Yeah, no, thank you. Ja Morant was supposed to be the face of the league. See, that's how shocked he is by
I
it.
am.
That's how shocked he was by today's trade. What did he get? Jeremy Grant. What was it? Jeremy Grant?
Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray, I believe, from Portland.
What's your reaction?
It's so. Portland's about like the last destination, I think, for him.
Portland was in the conversation for Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, but Jaylen Brown's a much.
This is Ja Morant. Remember, he was supposed to be the face of the league.
He was, and then injuries and off the court stuff happened, and he sort of just is fallen off and sort of got forgotten about after that. But it's just to me, it's such an odd
Bring up that draft class on your thing.
move.
I'll look it up, yeah.
Okay, well, yeah. What for?
Because you have Damian Lillard there already.
Yeah, but Damian Lillard's still coming off the
I know,
Achilles.
but they also have Scoot Henderson. They have Shaedon Sharp. They have a boatload of guards. Like, I don't know what exactly the vision or like where he fits in this mold here. Obviously, again, it makes sense for Memphis because Memphis is tanking. Memphis is clearing him off the books.
Who'd Memphis just draft?
Cameron Boozer.
Okay.
Cameron Boozer.
And when they drafted Boozer, they said, yeah, this is a great pick as they can pair up Boozer and Zach Edey together.
I think that.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the Zach Edey Cameron Boozer pairing.
Well,
Bad pairing.
I'm saying to that point
not.
though, it wasn't they drafted Cameron Boozer and now you have an inside-outside threat with Ja Morant and Cameron Boozer. It was Cameron Boozer and Zach Edey. And who else did the Maverick? Or they had Williams too, or was it? Who did the Grizzlies trade last offseason?
Was that Jaren
They
Jackson?
traded Jaren
Yeah.
Jackson at the
Yeah.
deadline.
And then they traded Desmond Bain as well.
Yeah.
To the Magic or draft capital. I think 4 first-round picks.
Yeah. So, I mean, clearly it's a rebuild here.
Yeah, and that first round
It's
pick,
just-
the other first round pick got them another power forward in Karim Lopez. So they're stocking up on forwards now. That's the 2019.
Yeah, no, I know. This, what a terrible draft this is. This was supposed to be a generational draft. I'm looking at this again. So the what year is this?
2019.
The 2019 draft. And trust me, I remember this one because for about 4 minutes during a commercial break, there was hope for New York City. And I guess we were right because there was hope for New York City because this was a very impactful draft for New York City. But again, this draft is terrible. This was supposed to be a generational draft, one that would be discussed in the same manner that the 2003 draft was. And I'll repeat, the 2003 draft, the 4 of the first 5 picks were LeBron, Melo, Bosh, and Wade. So that was the comparison coming in. First pick, Zion Williamson. Yeah, I mean, he made an all-star game. He's a bust, in my opinion.
Hasn't lived up to the expectations.
And it's not like the Pelicans want to maintain him. They try to shop him all of the time.
Yes.
Ja Morant, who we've just talked about. Again, the most impactful pick Number 3, RJ Barrett. And the reason why it's impactful,
Traded.
he got traded for OG Anunoby.
They wouldn't have won that ship without RJ Barrett.
No, they wouldn't have, because without OG, OG was, we all remember the tip, and that was just the tip of his impact in this. DeAndre Hunter, Darius Garland, who just got moved, Jarrett Culver, Kobe White, Jackson Hayes, Cam Reddish, who was a Knick at one point in time,
Cam Johnson.
Tyler Hero, who again just got moved.
Oh, these are weird names to look at.
Again, that was supposed to be a generational draft. I know people are loving the fact that we're reading on television again.
The eyeball. Nikhil Alexander Walker wasn't even a lottery pick. Sekou Demboye.
But again,
Did he ever?
But again,
play?
Not bust, but no, I don't think he really ever played.
Again, who's the most impactful pick in that draft? RJ Barrett, as he gets moved for OG Anunoby.
Yeah. On-court value, it's probably
Or Tyler
Alexander
Hero,
Walker or
because
Hero.
Tyler Hero, well, maybe, and also because Tyler Hero got moved for Giannis.
That's true. So, we can revisit that, but Jordan Poole, Keldon Johnson are probably two of the more impactful players. To come
Didn't
out
Jordan
of that
Poole
draft.
get knocked out?
Yeah, Draymond knocked him out.
Yeah.
All
He
right,
got
so
traded.
Yeah, he was impactful for how you love Jordan Poole on the Wizards. Yeah,
He was
there's a
model
mic. There's a
person.
mic there.
Yeah, he was a model person. They got, again, this front office did wonders. They got rid of that Bradley Beal contract, then they got Chris Paul, then they moved Chris Paul to go get a Jordan Poole, and then they moved Jordan Poole. They moved Jordan Poole. I forget what happened.
But you're
Oh,
okay.
they got CJ McCollum. Yeah,
Yeah, you're okay with them. But
I don't have any beef with Jordan Poole. He was fine.
Draymond does.
Draymond had beef, and that's why they blew it up. Punched him in the face.
ruined everything.
So
Ruined
all right, so you
everything.
think do you think LeBron ends up in Golden State then? Why would LeBron not go back to the Lakers?
I don't think they want him.
Because I think this is, someone brought up this point. I think this could also be used as leverage to get max deals for both, maybe not max deals, but deals for LeBron and probably a max deal for AD in their respective locations with LA and Washington. But I can't see AD commanding.
No, not the way that he's played as of recently.
But the way
LeBron's
he's
not
played,
getting
he
that
hasn't
from the
been healthy.
Lakers.
We gotten 2 in.
What?
We've gotten 2 breaks in,
Yeah,
right?
we have.
All right, we got to get out of it. We got to take a break. We got to stop with the NBA talk here. We do. We got to.
Pulling off track.
We keep going off track, and we've yet to talk about last week's All Stars, which we need to do so. So when we get back here, WBRE, WYOU 2822 Sports Night, we're gonna look back at last week's All Star game. So don't go anywhere. Lot of championships on the field over those games. Lot of championships, huh?
So many.
23 of them? Are they
That
going
sounds
for
right.
24 now?
I think so.
It's not the field, right? It's grass.
Yes.
I do.
It's-
It is nice having
Grass, clay.
things throughout. No, the clay's France.
Oh, well.
Clay's France. Hard court is the U.S. and Australian. Although is the Australian Open like a different color?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
brown.
The brown one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the clay is red, the red clay of Roland Garros. And then you have the grass of Wimbledon, which by the end of the second week, there is no grass. Serena's still going to be there by the end of the second week?
I think it might be asking a bit too much.
Ricky?
Hey, I mean, who knows? We've talked about ageless wonders.
Great answer.
We've talked about ageless wonders. I mean, it's possible.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I saw the graphic on Fox the other day where it was like Ronaldo's 41 and Messi's 38. Messi's definitely playing in a 7th World Cup. He is absolutely for sure playing in 4 years. I'll tell you this. I wouldn't be surprised if Ronaldo played in 4 years, especially if Portugal, Spain is hosting the World Cup.
That's going to be a big divide in Portugal's locker room if that happens, though.
I didn't say that it wouldn't, but again, it is the World Cup in Portugal. Do you not think that that Ronaldo would not want to be a part of it?
Yeah, he'd want to be a part of it.
You don't think that he'd want to be the face of it?
He would. I don't know if Portugal would let him.
I'm sorry. Do you think that Ronaldo is not the coach and the GM of the Portuguese team at this point in time?
There's already locker room issues with the team that they have now because of this. That happens again in 4 years.
What do you think happens if Portugal and Spain meet up?
In the World Cup in 2030.
No, in the World Cup in 2 weeks, because if they both win, they will meet up in a match.
Spain. I'm taking Spain all the way there.
Okay, do you think that that's the end of Portugal and Ronaldo then?
I think it could be.
Ricky?
It should be. Again, for the betterment and, betterment of the locker room and just moving forward as a country for Portugal and getting some new faces in there, it probably should be.
What happens if they win and Ronaldo has 2 goals?
Okay, well, if he wins, then no. But again,
Playing the results here.
I think that, yes,
Playing both sides.
I think the writing's on the wall. I truly don't think Portugal has a shot against Spain.
Okay, so back to what we were talking about then. Do you think in 2 weeks from now, Serena's still going to be around? She's playing doubles too, right, with her sister?
I believe June 1st.
Yes.
Yeah, she's playing doubles. I think, listen, I wouldn't be surprised if those two did something on the double side.
No, she in her first match she played doubles at the in Berlin. She'll compete in her first singles match in nearly 4 years, taking on number 53 ranked Maya Joint.
Okay, so she's not playing doubles at Wimbledon?
No, I think she will also play doubles alongside her sister.
Okay, so yeah,
this
I
will
think
also
that
be her first singles match.
I think that they could do something. I mean, in singles, I know there's some strong competition, but if Djokovic is still out there doing his thing, it's not like the Joker is, a washover. He won a major.
But he also hasn't been on a 4-year single sabbatical is the thing.
Maybe that's a good thing for her.
Could be, especially considering, she's 44. That's a lot on the body.
Yeah, so
you do have that rest factor coming into it.
She will, but again, it's also a lot. You're also 44. It's a lot of. Again, I'm sure she's been training, but.
And it's not like she doesn't have the money to make sure that her body is in top shape.
That's true. She's got a lot of years of a lot of cup victories and
23, most ever.
23, and yeah. So,
You're out of the frame again, kid. Sit up.
But
now you're too tall.
It's gonna be.
There you go.
It's gonna be interesting. It's certainly going to be interesting, but we'll see how she does. I mean, sometimes the greats just never lose that. I'm sure she hasn't lost that competitive edge. I'm sure she's eager to get back out there. And again, she's not playing again one of the top 1 or 2.
Yeah, she got a good draw in the first round.
She did get a good draw, so there is that. But we'll see. We'll see what kind of legs she has under her, and we'll see how she does against Maya Joint.
I guess we should probably take. How much time do we got left?
We're at about 13 minutes.
All right, and we got to get one more break in.
Yeah.
So, all right. When we come back, I promise you, we are actually going to talk about last week's All-Star festivities. The Field of Dreams, boys and girls baseball and softball games took place last week. There was also the NEPA second annual boys and girls lacrosse game last week. And prior to that, we were out at the District 4 North-South game. So when we get back, I'm done messing around with you guys. I know people are probably angry at us. But when we get back, we will actually discuss all of the and in all seriousness, these games were all awesome. They were great times. Ricky was at 4 of the 5 of them. The games were awesome, so they deserve to be looked back on. So let's do that when we get back. WBRE, WYOU 2822 Sports Night. You're thinking awfully hard about staying in frame, huh? I saw that
little
look.
bit, yeah.
Okay, I saw that look right before we came on. Thank you for staying with us tonight. WBRE, WYOU 2822 Sports Night. You can find it exclusively here on the 2822 CTV app, on Apple, on Amazon, on Roku TVs. I am joined as always by Nate. Well, not as always. I'm joined as always by 2822 executive producer on the Sports Night show, Ricky Turner. I don't know how I said that. That was not correct, but we'll try that again at some point. I'm also joined by Nate Johns, our incredible intern out of Penn State University, a junior standing.
We are
No, that's not. I said a junior standing.
What's your height?
not tall.
Okay. Clearly didn't want to resolve that. But Ricky, we've been joking around. We've been having a good time here on a Monday. But in all seriousness, you got out last week, 4 out of 5 nights for some all-star action here in the 570 and the NEPA. What was give me a top 3. What was your top 3?
Top 3?
Top 3. The behind the back goal's got to be on there somewhere, right?
Yes, that starts with let's start with the boys lacrosse game. But
Okay.
yes, that's up there. It was a beautiful night to start off there, but you had the goalie face off.
Sorry, YouTube. I just for some reason wanted to bring them out. I don't know what that was, and not anything you need to kick us off for. But go ahead.
But yes, that was probably the highlight of this game, as you'll see. But yeah, after the first quarter, things got a little rainy. That was a nice goal there. After the first quarter, things did get a little bit rainy, and let's just say we were in a dugout, as you'll see here.
Yeah, I see you shooting through the chain link there. So I mean, but all right, did it affect the kids at all, or they were having a good time? They didn't care.
Yes, they seemed like they were having just a blast, and it made things a little bit more interesting. I talked to the goalie after the game, Eric Maldonado, who won the game's MVP, Team Blues MVP. He said it speeds up the ball a little bit. It slows the ball, it screws with the ball trajectory a little bit. But he said otherwise it brought an interesting factor to the game. Players were sort of running around, having a little bit more fun with it being most of their last games. But yeah, it was a great time. These kids had fun playing with each other. I think some of them know each other from travel.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But it was a blast.
Would you say most of their last game? I mean, 22 between the 4 games.
Yes.
22 of them will be playing at the next level next year. So that's a decent amount, and you would expect that with an all-star team. I mean, if you're going to be an all-star, especially in this area, the hope is that you'd be playing. But I mean, you talked to Jordan Andrews from the girls' game, right?
Andrews, yes.
But I mean, I know a lot of your conversation was the fact that she's going to playing at the next level in a different sport. So I mean, these are 3 sport athletes as well. So
in her case, 4. She was
flag football. No, how?
She played track and field, soccer, lacrosse, and basketball.
You can do track and field year round or something. I don't know.
You could do that in the spring with lacrosse.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
did not know
she is
that.
right here scoring on a penalty shot, free position shot. Is that what they're
Yeah.
called?
Yeah, free position
shot. But yeah, she was really great all around athlete at Crestwood. Just over 100 goals, 100 assists. In basketball, she helped the team get to, I believe, what was it, Nate?
The state semis.
State semifinals.
Twice.
Really good basketball player. With Jackie Gallagher, who's also going to Bloomsburg as well, I believe for basketball, but she's, I think, a year younger than Jordan. But yeah, she's going. Jordan said soccer's her first love. She's always been a soccer girl. But she said she had fun playing with lacrosse. She called the Crestwood head coach one of the best coaches that she's ever.
Yeah, I remember in the interview her saying how excited she was to play.
They're
out there having fun, having a good time. And this was Thursday night. This was the 2nd annual NEPA boys and girls all-star game. And prior to that, though, the 10th annual, as we go, Field of Dreams game happened this week. Supposed to be Monday, Tuesday. Ended up having Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yes.
Field of Dreams, softball. That started our week. That was Tuesday. Not quite the longest game ever, as you called Wednesday night game.
Yes. Softball is a little bit quicker, and it was Team Purple really from the start, they got off to a quick start, sort of pulled away, and then when, as you could see, one of them is getting tagged out at home here. But once Ava Schmidt got on the mound in the 5th inning, it was lights out. She struck out 8 of the 10 batters she faced, and they really couldn't touch Ava. She'll be going on to play softball at the next level. But yeah, Team Purple ended up winning here 8-3. Really fun game. Actually, a pretty decent crowd as well. But yeah, a lot of girls that will be playing together for their last time at the high school level. A lot of the coaches came out to support some of their seniors as well. But all around, just a pretty fun night. And yeah, it was a good night.
Yeah, that was Tuesday night, University of Scranton, and then Wednesday, Field of Dreams shifted over to PNC. The boys got a chance to hit the diamond where the Rail Riders play, and Ricky, as you had mentioned, it was the longest game ever.
Yes, it was. It was a really, really long game. In part because of the fact that I didn't realize it was going to be a 9-inning game with 20 combined runs and 30 combined hits. So that sort of exasperated things. But this was a real
Big word.
Score fest from the start. Both teams, I think, really got off to really quick starts. They got out ahead and sort of got things going. But yeah, I mean, it was a fun game. As you could see, one of the guys having fun there in the first row. I don't know if he was doing that to me or if there was a person behind me, but it was caught on film either way. But yeah, I mean, they had some little youth players as their bat boys going out and getting the bats. But
yeah, because the dogs, you can't do the dogs anymore.
No,
Nope.
because I think someone got hurt doing the dogs.
Yeah,
Dodgers prospect.
Yeah, and God forbid you hurt with Dodgers prospect. No, and this was all for a good cause. Field of Dreams, both on Tuesday and Wednesday night, were for the Bill Howerton Strikeout Cancer Initiative, 10th year that these events have been going on. And as well, we mentioned as Friday, the previous week, we had the North-South football game. So, I mean, it has just been you got the North-South football game. Danny Dowell went off in this game. Yeah, this is 2 years ago. I'm telling you, I just did the Athlete of the Week on Danny Dowell. This is 2 years ago. I know what Joe Garrison sent us. That is not Danny Dowell back there. But it's all right. It's all right. Just bring us back up because we're running out of time anyway. We got to say goodbye. Ricky, you produced an amazing show. It's okay that our archives have not been properly labeled. Something that Nate's going to work on later on tonight because it's a Monday in the summer.
Monday in July.
Yes. No, it's not July yet. It's still June.
That's right.
June.
Yeah, don't worry. Trust me, we know when July rolls around because later this week we get to look forward to talking about Joey Chestnut and eating a bunch of hot dogs. Because what else do you talk about on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th of July?
Oh, yeah, because, that's competitive eating season.
I cannot believe the 4th of July is this week.
It's
Saturday. 4th of July is this week.
Yep, Saturday.
It's insane. Where did this year go?
It's certainly, again, something crazy.
Where'd this last hour go?
I don't know.
How are we looking on time? What do we got left?
Got about a little over 2 minutes.
Okay. Ricky.
A little under 2 minutes, sorry.
Ricky, what'd you learn over the weekend?
What did I learn over the weekend?
Or what'd you do? What was the highlight of your weekend?
I had a golf tournament Saturday, so that was a pretty fun outing.
How'd you shoot?
It was a team of 4. It was better ball with a team of 4. So we ended up shooting -7. We tied for 3rd in the tournament. So
Not bad. What was your highlight of the weekend?
I went out bowling with some friends on Saturday night. Bowled over 100. Was happy.
Yeah, I can't do that. I don't. I need bumpers. I need the water. I need something. Bowling's just not for me, man.
I enjoyed it. It was the first time I'd been out in a while, so it took a couple games to get into the groove, but we found our footing eventually.
Good. It was a nice little Saturday night out.
Yeah.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that. I had a day off. That was my highlight. I'll take that.
I was gonna say.
I'll take it.
Yes.
Enjoyed it. Went to Wegmans, bought a big old steak. Had some steak, ravioli, a little red wine. Made myself dinner. Swipe right on Hinge if you want to join me. All right. Join us tomorrow. We're back. WBRE, WYOU, 2822 Sports Night. Nate, you joining us again tomorrow night? You going to switch your schedule around?
Yeah.
All right, Nate's joining us again tomorrow night from 8 to 9. Ricky, of course, going to be in the producer chair. I thank you very much. My name's Zach Grady, and we thank you for joining us. WBRE, WYOU 2822 Sports Night exclusively here on the 2822 CTB app.